Students, greetings. Today, in the first class of our session, let's understand decimals. Decimals are the numbers expressed in decimal forms, like 98.63. Here, this point is known as decimal, and whenever a number is having this decimal point, the whole number is known as our decimal number. Now, as you can see, there are two parts divided in this number, 98.63. So, 98 is our whole number part. This point is known as our decimal point, and 63 is our decimal part. In the decimal part, we have two places. So these two places are known as decimal places. Depending upon the number of decimal places, decimal numbers are classified as like decimals and unlike decimals. Like decimals are those decimals who have equal number of decimal places. Like 28.63, in this number we have two decimal places, and in the second number 98.27 we have two decimal places. So both of these numbers are like decimals. Unlike decimals have uneven number of decimal places, like 675.22 and 953.2033. In the first number we have two decimal places, and in the second number we have four decimal places. So both the numbers are unlike decimal. Note there, students, that whenever we have unlike decimals, we can convert these unlike decimals into like decimals. To convert unlike decimals into like decimals, the number of zeros, like see in 675.22, to make it like with 953.2033, we need two more digits after 22. So we will add two more zeros at the end. Any two decimals can be converted into like decimals by adding required number of zeros to the right side of the decimal point after the decimal places. Place value chart. As we all have studied place value charts in earlier classes, as Indian place value charts, international place value charts, but those never had decimals in them. Let's learn the place values where decimals are also given. The basic place value you have studied, we have that also, like in the left hand side of the decimal we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh and so on. But to the right side of the decimal point we will be having tenths, hundreds, thousand and so on. Now the next topic is comparing decimals. As you have learned that a like and unlike decimal can be converted into like one. So these are comparisons only. Here also let's learn a different type of comparison where we will see which number is greater than the other one. So before comparing the decimals, we must know that the numbers, that the decimal numbers we have must be like decimals. Let's take an example over here for comparing 5.7 and 5.74. Here you can see 5.7 and 5.74 are unlike decimals. So to make these unlike decimals into like decimals, let's put a 0 at the end of 5.70, right? So the number becomes 5.70 and 5.74. After putting a 0 or converting the unlike decimals into like, let's compare the numbers by comparing the whole number parts of both the numbers. Both the numbers are 5, so both the numbers are equal. Both the whole numbers are equal. So after comparing the whole number parts, let's move on to the first digit after the decimal. Again they both are 7, so they both are equal. Moving on to the next, let's see the last digit in the question, 0 and 4. Which one is greater? 4 is greater. So at the end, therefore 5.74 will be greater than 5.70. Let's understand this same topic in a different way. Different way is 5.70 is our first number and second number is 5.74. Imagine that there is no decimal in both the numbers. So numbers are 570 and 574. So which one is greater? 574 is greater or 570 is greater? 574 is greater. So we know that 574 is greater than 570. So 5.70 is 5.74 is greater than 5.70. Now let's take few examples again where comparison is needed. With the help of comparison steps, let's arrange these numbers into ascending as well as descending order. Let's first arrange them in descending order. Number is 7.4, 8.34, 74.4, 7.44 and 0.74. As you can see, all these numbers are not like fraction, like decimals. So 7.4 will be made as 7.40, 8.34 will remain as it is, 74.4 will become 74.40, 7.44 will remain as it is and 0.74 will remain as it is. After converting them into like decimals, now compare the whole number parts. So 74 is the greatest number. So it will come in the first. As you all know, descending order is from the greatest to the smallest. So the first greatest number will be written and in decreasing order we will move. So after 74, lesser than 74 is 8.34. After 8 we have 7.40 and 7.44 and the smallest number is 0.74. Here 74, 8, 7, 7 and 0. We have seen that. But here in between we have 2, 7. So compare these two numbers again and see 7.40 and 7.44. Which one is greater? 7.44 is greater than 7.40. So therefore our descending order is 74.40, 8.34, 7.44, 7.40 and 0.74. Same steps are to be followed to arrange these numbers in ascending order. Only and only one thing you have to remember, that in ascending order the sequence is always from the smallest to the greatest. So your sequence will be, see the steps again, I have shown you here the steps. So the sequence will be 0.74, 7.40, 7.44, 8.34, 74.40. Now let's learn some conversion of decimals in fractions, converting a decimal into a fraction. Converting 0.225 into a fraction. As you can see, decimal, after decimal we have 3 decimal places. So to convert 0.225 into fraction, the steps are to be followed. First step, write the given number, given decimal without the decimal point as the numerator of the fraction. After removing the decimal, we are left with 225 because 0 has no value if written in left hand side of the number. So removing 0, the number is 225, and in a fraction always we have a numerator and denominator. So the numerator is 225. After putting the vernacular, that is the upon sign, now in the question count the decimal places. How many decimal places does the question have? 0.225. They are having 3 decimal places. So in the denominator, write number 1 followed by as many zeros as there are decimal places in the given decimal. जितनी हमारे पास डेसिमल प्लेसेस हैं उतने ही ज़ीरोज़ लगा दिए जाएंगे 1 के साथ. So our fraction becomes 225 upon 1000. So now the fraction, we have converted the decimal into fraction, 225 upon 1000. But as you can see that it is not in its standard form. So to convert it into standard or its simplest form, reduce the numerator and denominator by the common multiple, that is 25. So 225 is reduced by 25, it becomes 9, and 1000 is also reduced by 25 and it becomes 40. So 0.225 decimal can also be written as 9 upon 40 in fractions. Now as we have learned converting a decimal into fraction, let's learn its vice versa process, converting a fraction into a decimal. Let's take an example. Convert 24 upon 7 into decimal. 24 upon 7 means 27 is divided by 4. Let's divide 27 by 4. 27 is divided by 4. So 27 it does not come in 4's table. So see the maximum number which can be reduced by 27 in 4's table, that is 24. So 4 6 are 24. Now as we have reduced 24 from 27, we are left with 3. So 3 does not come in 4's table. So let's put a decimal in the quotient after 6. Quotient में 6 के बाद एक decimal point लगाइए. As and when you put a decimal point, the remainder which you had 3 will become 30. As and when you put a decimal over there, the remainder becomes, it's in tens form, that is 30. So 3 becomes 30. So now check the number whether it is divisible by 4 or not. No, but it can have something in 4's table. So 4 7s are 28. So 30 minus 28 gives you 2. As you already have decimal in the quotient, this 2 becomes 20. And as and when this 2 becomes 20, it is reducible by 4 by 5 times. So 4 5s are 20. As you have received a remainder as 0, so the fraction 27 upon 4 is written as 6.75 in decimals. You have to continue your decimal till you receive a remainder 0. Moving further, let's learn different operations of addition. Different operation of mathematics, that is addition of decimals. Let's take an example. Add 36.4, 273.064 and 68. Again in this also we have one common step as we had in comparing the decimals. The first basic step must be to convert all the unlike decimals into like. As you can see that we have 3 different decimals and all these 3 are unlike to each other. Let's convert them into like. So to convert them into like, see which decimal number is having the maximum number of decimal places. So we can see that 273.064 is having 3 decimal places except those 2. So let's make the rest 2 numbers decimal places in 3 decimal places. So 273.064, 36.400 and 68.000. As we are doing the addition, let's add them. To add them, write all the addends one under the other in column form, keeping the decimal points of all the addends in the same column and the digits of the same place in the same column. As you can see in the given picture, the decimals are all kept under each other and the places again are kept under one each other. One's place of 36, that is 6, is having 3 under it, that is one's place of 273, and 8 under it, that is one's place of 68. हमें ये ध्यान देना है कि हर एक की वंस प्लेस, टेंस प्लेस, यूनिट्स प्लेस सब एक दूसरे के नीचे आनी चाहिए. दैट इज़ नोन एज कॉलम फॉर्म. After adding all these three numbers, you get 377.464 as your sum. Let's understand subtraction of decimal. Let's understand it with the help of an example. Again, the common step we need to follow. Convert the unlike decimals into like decimals. Unlike decimals are 36.4 and 273.064. As you can see, the maximum number of decimal places are 3 in 273.064. So, we will put 3 decimal places in the next number as well, that is 36.4. It will become 36.400. So, the numbers are like this. So, the same steps are to be followed like we have followed in addition. Only and only one thing is to be remembered, that in subtraction, the number which is written after from is to be written in order as first number, and the number which is written before from will be written after the minus sign. So, 273.064 minus 36.400. Reduce these numbers. After reducing them, you can see your answer is 236.664. Let's take an example of a word problem question where both operations will be used, that is addition and subtraction of decimals. Question is, this question has been taken from your exercise, book exercise. So the question is, Rohit purchased a notebook for rupees 23.75, a pencil for rupees 2.85 and a pen for rupees 15.90. He gave a 50 rupee note to the shopkeeper. What amount did he get back? That's a very simple question. Let's understand this question practically. You have been to a shop, a stationery shop. आप एक दुकान पे गए हैं, स्टेशनरी की दुकान पे. वहाँ पे आपने नोटबुक, पेंसिल और पेन खरीदा है. आपने उन अंकल को 50 रुपये का नोट दिया है. सो द कॉस्ट ऑफ द नोटबुक, पेंसिल एंड पेन उन्होंने उस 50 रुपीज़ में से कट कर लिए. तो रिमेनिंग मनी यू विल बी गेटिंग बैक. तो हाउ मच मनी यू विल बी गेटिंग बैक? तो सबसे पहले तो हाउ मच मनी ही विल कीप विद हिम. लेट्स काउंट दैट. दैट इज ही विल बी एडिंग द सम ऑफ adding the money for the notebook, pencil and pen. So total money spent by Rohit on purchasing the given articles of notebook, pen and pencil. Notebook का कॉस्ट था 23.75, पेंसिल की कॉस्ट थी 2.85 and the cost of pen was 15.90. As you have added all these three amount of the articles, the sum is 42.50. Remember the steps of addition. I have already explained you the steps, so remember those steps and follow those steps to add the decimal numbers over here. After adding, the total amount to be given by Rohit to the shopkeeper is 42.50. If he has paid 50 rupee note, so he will be getting some money back. How much money will he be getting back after paying 42.50? See, 50 rupees he has given, so the shopkeeper will keep 42.50, so remaining money is 7.50, which will be returned by the shopkeeper to Rohit. Thus, amount received by the shopkeeper is 42.50 and amount received by Rohit after paying for the article is rupees 7.50. Hope you all have understood the operation of decimals of adding and subtracting. In our next class, we will be learning about multiplying a decimal and dividing a decimal. Thank you.